I'm Jane, and I learned at 26 that some people see you as a problem they wish they could delete. Jane, we need to talk about Thanksgiving, Mom said over the phone. Sure, what time should I come over? Your sister Lacey is bringing her new fiancé's family. His parents are very traditional, very successful. We're keeping it intimate this year. Intimate meaning what? Close family only. Lacey, Marcus, me, your father, and Garrett's parents. I am close family. I'm your daughter. Don't make this difficult. Last Christmas you talked about that community college program for 20 minutes. Garrett's father is a Harvard professor. I was proud of finishing my associate degree. I worked full-time and went to school at night for 3 years. That's not the image we're presenting. Lacey went to USC. Marcus has his master's from Cornell. We're trying to show Garrett's family that we're a certain kind of people. And I'm not that kind of person? You're 26 and you manage a storage facility. Lacey is 23 and already a junior analyst. Can you see why we'd rather focus on her achievements? You're uninviting me from Thanksgiving because of my job? I'm asking you to understand this is important for your sister. Garrett comes from money. His parents have standards. Mom, I've never missed a Thanksgiving. Maybe it's time to start your own traditions. Adults don't need to cling to their parents for every holiday. This isn't about clinging. This is about you excluding me. I don't have time for your victim mentality. Lacey needs me focused on her engagement party. We're inviting over 60 important people. Am I invited to that? Silence. Then, honestly, no. It's at the country club. Everyone will be Lacey's professional contacts and Garrett's family connections. You'd feel out of place. You mean I'd make you look bad? This is exactly why we can't include you. You take everything personally. How else should I take being erased from family gatherings? Nobody's erasing you. We're being realistic about who fits where. You've made your choices. Community college, that dead-end job, that sad little apartment. Those choices don't make me less your daughter. But they mean we have different lives now. Having you around highlights the gap between where she is and where you are. The gap you created by paying for her entire college while I got nothing? We paid what we could afford. It's not our fault you didn't get scholarships. Lacey got scholarships because you paid for SAT prep and tutoring. I worked at Dairy Queen because you said we couldn't afford help. This conversation is pointless. The decision is made. You're not part of these events. Not until you get your life together. And when will that be? When you stop embarrassing us. I have to go. Lacey's calling. The line went dead. I called my dad immediately. Sweetheart, your mother told me about the conversation. Dad, she's cutting me out of the family. Your mother is stressed about impressions. You know how she gets. So, you're okay with me being excluded? I'm trying to keep peace in my house. Your mother's been impossible since Lacey announced this engagement. If skipping one holiday keeps her calm, then yeah, I think that's reasonable. She said I'm not invited to the engagement party either. Let's get through the next few weeks. Once Lacey's settled, everything will go back to normal. This is normal, Dad. Lacey gets everything. I get excuses. You're angry. We'll talk when you've calmed down. We won't, because then you'll tell me to let it go. I'm done understanding. I hung up and called my Aunt Rachel. Jane, what's happening? Did Mom tell you I'm not invited to Thanksgiving? What? Why? Because apparently I'm not impressive enough for Lacey's fiancé's parents. She actually said that? She said I'd make things awkward, that my job makes the family look bad. She's lost her mind. I'm calling her right now. Wait, Grandma left money for college, right? For me and Lacey? Yes, $20,000 each. Why? I never saw that money. What do you mean? Your grandmother set up those accounts when you were babies. Your mother was the trustee. Mom said there was no money, that I had to take loans. Lacey got hers. She told me Grandma's money helped pay for USC. Then your mother stole from you. Are you sure about the accounts? I helped your grandmother set them up. Your mother promised to treat both girls equally. I went to First National Bank the next morning. I need to check on an account my grandmother set up, I told the woman at the desk. Her nameplate read Patricia Holloway. Do you have the account number? No, but my grandmother's name was Dorothy Chen, around 1998. Patricia typed for several minutes. I see 2 education trust accounts, one for Jane Chen and one for Lacey Chen, both closed in 2016. Who closed them? The trustee, Helen Chen. Jane's in January 2016. Lacey's in August. How much was in mine? $23,412. The room tilted. Where did it go? Transferred to a personal checking account belonging to Helen Chen. That's theft. Trustees have discretion until the beneficiary reaches the specified age. The trust specified funds available at 18. You turned 18 in 2016? February 2016. Then your mother should have transferred control in February. She closed it in January, 1 month before. That's a violation. Can I get copies? You're the named beneficiary. Give me a few minutes. I called Rachel from my car. She took it all. 1 month before I turned 18. That's calculated. Lacey got hers. Mom only stole from me. Lacey called that night. Mom said you've been spreading lies. I haven't talked to Mom in 3 days. Aunt Rachel called her screaming about money. The truth. Mom stole my college fund. That's ridiculous. There was no college fund. Yes, there was. Grandma left us each $20,000. You got yours. Mom took mine. If there was money, Mom would have told you. I have bank records. Mom closed my account 1 month before I turned 18 and transferred everything to her checking. Silence. Then, maybe she needed it for something. She needed it so badly she gave you your full amount? You're just jealous. You've always been jealous. Things work out for you because Mom makes them work out, with my money. Nobody owes you anything. I worked 40 hours a week at Dairy Queen while you got tutoring I paid for. That's not my fault. No, but you benefited. Mom said you'd try to ruin my engagement with drama. This isn't about your engagement. This is about $23,000. She didn't steal anything. She's our mother. Then ask her where my college fund went. I trust her. Maybe you should too, instead of trying to tear this family apart. She hung up. I wrote an email to Mom, Dad, and Lacey, attaching the bank records. Mom called within minutes. How dare you send that to your sister right now? How dare you steal from me for 8 years? I didn't steal. That money went toward household expenses when your father lost his job. Dad lost his job in 2019. You took my money in 2016. There were other expenses, medical bills, house repairs. Then why did Lacey get her full amount? Lacey's money was committed to college deposits, too late to redirect. So you decided her education mattered and mine didn't. I decided to keep this family afloat. Your lifestyle, the country club, the vacations, the new cars, you weren't struggling. You don't understand adult responsibilities. I understand theft. I'm contacting a lawyer tomorrow. You wouldn't dare. This would destroy your sister's engagement. Then pay me back, all of it, plus 8 years of interest. We don't have that kind of money. You have enough for a country club party for 60 people. That's different. That's an investment in Lacey's future. And my education wasn't? You chose community college. Nobody forced that. You forced it by stealing my options. Her voice turned cold. Listen carefully. If you pursue this, you're done, permanently. You'll be nothing to this family. You already did. You cut me off when I was 17 and decided Lacey's future was worth more. You're a past error I want erased. Is that clear? You were a mistake, an accident. Lacey was planned, wanted. You were just something that happened, something I don't need anymore. The line went dead. I dried my face and drove to Morrison & Associates. David Morrison reviewed my documents. Closing the account 1 month before you reached majority shows intent. That's actionable. But this will be public and likely end your relationship with your parents permanently. My mother already ended that relationship. Then let's file. The lawsuit hit 3 days later. Dad called immediately. Jane, what are you thinking? Mom stole from me and I want my money back. This lawsuit will cost us everything. Lacey's engagement could fall apart. Then Mom should have thought about that before stealing. Lacey texted, You selfish bitch. You ruined everything. 3 weeks later, Patricia Holloway called. This is Patricia from First National. Your mother came in demanding we suppress the records. When I refused, she became aggressive. But there's something else. We noticed 2 other transfers from your grandmother's account. $40,000 in 2008, $35,000 in 2012. Your mother had power of attorney. Your grandmother had dementia. You think my mother took money while grandma was sick? Your grandmother had nearly $200,000 in 2008. You should check the probate records. I pulled my grandmother's probate file that evening. Total assets reported, $12,000. I showed David Morrison the next morning. Your mother had power of attorney over an elderly woman with dementia. Those transfers could constitute elder financial abuse. That's criminal. How much trouble is she in? Fraud, embezzlement, elder abuse, felonies. Your mother could face prison. Good. The expanded lawsuit included elder financial abuse allegations. The local newspaper picked it up. My phone exploded with messages. Marcus texted, Garrett's parents withdrew their blessing. They can't be associated with this scandal. Rachel called 3 days later. Your mother's been expelled from the country club. Your father filed for separation. He's furious about her lies. Marcus broke up with Lacey. She's devastated, but still defending your mother. The deposition took place 4 months later. Mrs. Chen, why did you close your daughter's trust account 1 month before she turned 18? David asked. We needed the money. Yet you gave your younger daughter her full amount. Lacey was more responsible. What about the $75,000 you transferred from your mother's accounts while she had dementia? My mother wanted me to have that money. Your mother couldn't legally consent. Those transfers left almost nothing for her care. She had Medicare. We have testimony from caregivers who say you refused to pay for better facilities because there was no money. Yet you transferred $200,000 over 7 years. Mom's face was white. I used that to maintain our lifestyle. 2 weeks later, they offered a settlement. Full repayment plus interest and $50,000 in damages. Don't take it, David said. She could go to prison. How long would a trial take? A year, maybe more. Take the settlement, but I want a signed statement acknowledging what she did. She'll never agree. Then we go to trial. Mom agreed. The money hit my account the following week, $73,000. I paid off my loans, saved $40,000, and bought a house. Lacey never spoke to me again. She moved across the country and changed her last name. Dad remarried a year later. His new wife was a nurse, simple, kind. He called occasionally, always awkward. Mom sold the house and moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. Rachel said she worked part-time at a department store. I ran into her 2 years later at the grocery store. Jane! Mom. She looked older, tired. Walmart clothes instead of Nordstrom. I suppose you're happy now. I'm not happy. I'm just done being your mistake. You were never a mistake. You told me I was a past error you wanted erased. You meant it. I was angry. You were honest, for the first time. I lost everything because of you. No, you lost everything because of you. I just stopped letting you steal from me. Your sister won't speak to me. She blames me for ruining her engagement. You did ruin it, with your lies and theft. I was trying to give her a good life. You gave her a life built on money stolen from me and Grandma. Her eyes filled with tears. I'm your mother. Doesn't that mean anything? I looked at her and felt nothing. It used to. But mothers don't erase their children. They don't steal their futures. They don't choose one daughter over the other. I'm sorry. I don't accept your apology. I don't forgive you. I don't want a relationship with you. I just want you to understand that I'm better off without you. She picked up her bags and walked away. I drove home to my house, paid for with money that was always mine. That night, I sat on my porch thinking about everything. About Grandma. About the life I'd built. About Lacey, still running from the truth. Winning didn't feel like victory. It felt like closure. I pulled out my phone and stared at Lacey's blocked number. If your sister finally admitted that everything you accused your mother of was true, but said she still couldn't forgive you for exposing it publicly because it destroyed her chance at the life she wanted, would you feel guilty for taking away her beautiful lie? Or relieved that she finally had to live in the same reality you always did?